Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick video here. I've decided I'm gonna sell my I got an old 65 Chevelle that it was my high school sweetheart. I restored the car. Bought it when I was 14, restored it, and drove it just a few years before I wrecked it like a typical idiot. Anyways, it's been sitting in storage here for almost 30 years. And finally, you know how there's that guy, and when you stop to look at some cool old thing that he's got in his yard, and you say, hey, would you like to sell that? And he always says, no, I'm going to fix up. Well, I finally realized I'm being that guy, and I don't want to be that guy. So I decided to sell the car. It very quickly sold to a real nice local guy who's, I'm sure, is going to treat it right and bring it back to life. So I'll tell you, I've hemmed and hawed for years and years about selling this thing, and I got to tell you, it is a load off your shoulders when you finally decide to just go ahead and get rid of it and get it into the hands of somebody that's going to do something with it. Because I really didn't want to restore the car. If I did, I would have done it years ago. So I held on to it really for no reason, and I'm glad it's going to a good home. So that's that. He's coming to get it shortly here. I just wanted to tell you that, and to tell you, if you're that guy too, if you got stuff that you're hanging on to, saying you're going to do it someday, you're probably not. So just get rid of it. It really feels good to get rid of it, and you turn it into cash. You can do something else with that you want to do. So that's that. I'll give you a quick walk around of the car. Yeah, so here it is. It's a 65 Chevelle. If you read the VIN, it is a real Malibu Super Sport, which was the highest option package back then. You could get them with the big block Chevy. You could get a 396, but they made 200 of those, so this clearly is not that. 201. They actually made one convertible, but this was an original straight six car. It's a real Malibu Super Sport. Had bucket seats in the console. Not a loaded car, no AC, no power windows, nothing like that. Like I said, I wrecked it when I was 20 years old, I guess. I rear-ended a guy. That's why the nose is off a different car, because I completely destroyed the front end of it. But it's held up halfway decent. It needs a lot, and the new owner knows it needs a lot, but he's willing to take on the project. The interior I've torn apart. What happened with the thing was, I wrecked it, and then I had a big block in it, and when I wrecked it, I pulled the big block out and I put it in an S10, which was kind of ridiculous, fun thing to drive, and then the S10 have also sold in the meantime, because the big block got tired. I pulled it out of the S10, and then life happened, and kids came along and all that stuff, and I didn't have the time or the money to rebuild the motor for the S10. So finally I sold it, and now I'm finally gonna go ahead and sell this, and I really am glad to be rid of it and to see it going somewhere good. I gotta find that. I should be able to find that trunk key easy enough. It's only been sitting here 30 years. I'm sure I got that around. So in a little bit, he's gonna come and load it up, and it's gonna go down the road, and hopefully before too long I'll get to see it driving again, and maybe he'll let me take it for a spin. Well, there she goes. I came home and I found a photo album. Got pictures of when I brought it home. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. I was 14. It was Easter Sunday. You can see the Easter bunny right there. That's my stupid sister. And that's just me trying around for size. And then, let's see. Yep, we're putting quarter panels on. That's all very bad pictures. Quarter panels are kind of on. We started painting here. We got the color picked out and outlining things, just quarter panels. Works still. And here, oh, here we go. We're getting paint. Got it all outlined underneath the hood and the trunk and all that, and the motor's in it. And it's a good thing nobody had a camera in their pocket back then, because we probably would have gotten in trouble, because we used to take it out like this and do burnouts and such. And it had studded snow tires on it, and it was pretty awesome. It would make a big sparky show. And here we are, it's up on blocks, and we're wet sanding it, ready to paint. It's more in process and such. Boy, this was a long time ago. 1989, probably. Here, I locked the keys in the trunk. I remember that. Fishing the keys out. There it is, going back together after it's painted. I think there's one. Yeah, right there. That's fresh out of the paint booth. And when I say paint booth, I mean crappy old farm machinery building. There it is, ready for paint, all masked off. That's me, just a young pup. Look at that. That's almost a mullet, I guess you'd call it. That was pretty cool. And there's more right out of the paint booth. That's my cousin's car. Oh, there you go. There's a before and after. That's when I got it. And that's when it was all done. She had little 14-inch steelies with baby moons and beauty rings. And there. Well, that's just the other side. Same deal. Before and after. That was a long time ago. I had that big gnarly hood scoop when I brought it home. I wasn't down with that game then. Oh, look at that. You know, that car was so cool. It actually made me cooler. And I managed to land that girl right there. The only reason she went out with me is because I had a cool car. Guaranteed. But it worked. She even married me. And here we are. Well, that's getting ready. That's getting ready for the senior prom. Or the junior prom. Yeah, 1990. Yeah, my good friend Scott Dumont, and that right there would be Dana Depew. That was his sports satellite, and that was my car. And in the back there was, somebody had borrowed a Challenger from somebody. And we were getting them all spruced up to go to the prom. Then we had to put the spit polish to ourselves, I suppose, and get ready for the prom. But I'm sure we put a lot more time into the cars back then. All right, that's it. The trip down memory lane's over. Nope, false alarm. Couldn't let it go. That right there was after the prom. My buddy had borrowed a car from his boss, if you can imagine, and he did that to it. It's a convertible Chrysler of some sort, and he cranked that thing so hard into the ditch, he twisted the frame right up. Something awful. It was not good. He didn't get hurt too bad. It's that guy right there. Kevin, I see you. That's a wrap on that. The old Chevy is gone. If you like what you see on the channel, go down, click subscribe, tell your friends, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, The Town Tinker. That's me.